Hello everybody, this is Blanca. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do our first single crochet using 2 strands of yarn at the same time. So the difference will be, this is a finished product. Well, not completely finished, you still have to weave in the ends, but I wanted to show you the different things that you can do when you decide to use 2 yarns at the same time. I'll give you a comparison. So this is just 2 rows using 1 strand of yarn. I obviously added more chains. So you see there's a bit more texture, it's a bit more durable. And if your project you want to make washcloths or face scrubs and you don't think that this using 1 strand of yarn is going to cut it, then you can double up on your yarn. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and it's relatively simple. With the single strand, you were using, for the brand of yarn that I use, the Scrubbly Smoothly by Red Heart, it recommended using this size needle. So what I decided to do when I used 2 yarns, I went up in size of my crochet hook, and I'm going to be using the L, which is 8 millimeters. I have my 2 different strands of yarn. Both of them are the Red Heart Scrubby Smoothie brands, but it's up to you. Whatever 2 strands that you want to try. Sometimes fellow crocheters will do this if they want to do like it's a good way to like really get a blanket done in one day. Stash buster is what we call them. So you want to give yourself, just pull on the string, just give yourself some room here to work. And you're going to pinch them together. And you're going to go through the same steps that we went through with the single yarn, just doubling it up. So that's how you got your slip knot. If you need a review of how to do the slip knot or the foundation chain, I encourage you to go to my channel and rewatch those videos. Now if you notice, I am treating these 2 strands of yarn as if they were one. There is absolutely no difference in how you work this. So I'm doing the foundation chain. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm going to do 15 because I want my turning chain. Pull a little bit more yarn out. And we're going to do our single crochet just the same as we did with the single strand of yarn. And work into that first space. Insert my hook into that first space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all of those loops that were on the hook. Now it looks like there's more yarn to deal with and might be a little bit confusing, but you can still see the space. The top 2 strands of yarn, that's where you're going to go underneath. Yarn over, pull both of those strands. Now you still have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull all the way through. Gonna do that all the way across, just as you would a single strand. Again, this is your single crochet stitch, if I can talk. And we're going to be moving across your foundation chain. and you can already see how your work is building up. It's a little stronger. Remember to keep your foundation chain stable by pinching onto it so it doesn't get away from you. This is a great, and you'll notice that this is already, so it's shaping up to be bigger than the single one already. It's a double thickness. So your work is going to go so much faster. You can use different colors. You can use the same color. I would encourage you though, just for the beginning, to not mix different types of yarns at first, as it can be a number on your eyes. So we're at the end of your foundation chain. Chain 1. Then just like a book, turn the page. Make sure we have some plenty of yarn. And then I'm going to walk my crochet hook across the row. Look for that first space. Under the V, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Look for the V. You might notice in some of the videos you hear some sounds. That's because Darby, my service dog, is always here in the room with me. Sometimes she has a toy, or right now she's snoring on the floor. She knows the drill when I come in here. This is my mindfulness time in my crochet, my craft room. So she immediately goes into her own thing. I'm going to just get us to the end of this chain, or this row, and I'm going to tie it off. And that'll be it for this demonstration. Notice the last V. It's always a little hard to find this last V, the last one. Yarn over, pull through, add a little extra chain. Get out my scissors. And pull the yarn through, then tug. Now you guys, you don't have to stop where I stopped. You can keep going. This is the pattern. You could, it really is up to you guys. You can make this as big. You don't have to do 15 stitches on that foundation chain. You can do it as long as you want. You can unwind. It really is up to you. So this was the same amount, practically, of stitches. Same pattern, but you see how different it turned out? Looks so much more complicated than what it was. And you're going to be so impressed with yourself when you finish this. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having fun.